Some 300 search dog teams combed the wreckage of Ground Zero in the aftermath of the 9/11 attacks, which brings us to this tale of dogged determination from Luke Burbank.
9/11 was undoubtedly one of the darkest moments in our nation's history. But the attacks and the days after also brought out heroes of all kinds, some of them on four legs.
Can't put a price on them. That smoke you see over there, they can smell through that, and we can't.
Among them was Anna, a dog trained to find humans in the tangled rubble, all at the direction of her handler, Rick Lee, a firefighter from Sacramento.
Overall, kind of reminded me of the old World War II films of London being bombed because everything had no color, it was all gray, everything's destroyed.
20 years later, Lee still vividly remembers searching what had been Building 7 of the World Trade Center.
There had been heavy equipment working there for several hours, and they saw the dogs. They asked if we could search the area. We got up on the pile. You can hear a pin drop. We searched the area, and dogs didn't detect any human scent, live human scent.
Which was important because it allowed rescuers to move on to other sections of Ground Zero, where there might be survivors. Lee and his dog knew what they were doing, due in no small part to Wilma Melville, a retired gym teacher from Central California.
I wanted to learn to train a dog to do something special. Showing a poodle is not, to me, particularly special. But learning to train a dog to find a person who might be alive after a disaster, that's special.
Well into her 50s, Melville and her beloved dog Murphy learned the art of search and rescue. And their first deployment was Oklahoma City.
We've had an explosion downtown. We've had an explosion. We need help.
168 people died in Oklahoma City. That got branded on my heart.
While searching the rubble, Melville noticed something.
I could see firsthand that although we have many really terrific civilian dog handlers, I saw that for the first 2 days, the firefighters, meaning the task force, stood back and wondered, what are we going to do with these civilians?
And so she returned home to California with a plan. Start a nonprofit, the National Disaster Search Dog Foundation, that would do something that hadn't been done before. Train firefighters and dogs together, free of charge. The kicker? She'd get most of the dogs from rescue shelters.
Kind of looking for a dog that's got a really, really high drive that really doesn't make a good pet. They're going to run on the rubble. They're going to do everything just to get that toy and that reward. So they have to be really, really drivey.
Jason Vasquez is an LA County fire captain. He says search dogs use their keen noses,
Search!
and outsized enthusiasm to find humans and human remains in disasters.
Yeah, nice job, buddy.
Don't pull her all the way out! They're using 100% smell. They use the sight to get over the rubble, okay? But their nose is 100% working, and that's how they find somebody.
There are a number of folks out here. How does the dog know to go look for the one guy that's hiding in a barrel?
It's kind of like somebody playing like a little kid game, hide and seek. The person that's out and they can see them, you're not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for the one I can't see that's hard to find.
The foundation's headquarters in Santa Paula, California, are a sort of search dog Disneyland.
Where are they, bud? Where are they?
With simulated collapsed freeways, leaning buildings, and many piles of rubble and wrecked cars.
Wait. Search!
It's the only facility of its kind in the U.S., built specifically for dogs to learn search and rescue.
I had an ambition, once the Search Dog Foundation got going, to create 168 FEMA-certified teams, one for each person that died in Oklahoma City. And just last year, This agency made it to the 168th mark.
An incredible accomplishment for an organization that survives solely on donations and love for these animals.
I find it interesting because it seems like you possess the characteristics that you're looking for in these dogs.
I suspect that's exactly true. And so does any person who is a success in whatever they venture to do. You can't be stopped by 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 hurdles. You can't be stopped because it's difficult. You can't be stopped because people say, "Why are you doing that?" You can't be stopped by anything.